KVG
Good afternoon, good avo, happy noon wherever you are in Papua New Guinea in the world. And the inevitable has finally come true, guys. Looks like we will not be seeing the pnghunters play again and until at least June of this year. The QRL have announced today that all games have been suspended. And so there's no more Queensland Cup, guys, no more QRL. The Interest Super Cup is suspended for the time being. And I suppose the big picture is, guys, is that, rugby league, as much as it's Papua New Guinea's number one sport and we all love it, and it is a religion, I know, in PNG. The coronavirus, I think, and where it's heading in the whole world, not just in Papua New Guinea, and how it's affecting all sport in the world. It's really important that we figure out what's going on in the world, and we need to keep people in Papua New Guinea safe. We all know that the health services, depending on where you are in the country, are not the best. Some people have to walk hours to even get to a health clinic. And we know that there's going to be many vulnerable people in Papua New Guinea, all our boo-boos and the elderly that may be affected by coronavirus. So as much as it's upsetting that rugby league is not going to be happening for the pnghunters for the time being, I think it is the right decision. And also PNG RFL have suspended all rugby league competitions and programs in PNG also. So for a rugby league mad nation like Papua New Guinea, how are you guys going to cope without any sport, any rugby league, guys? Comment below, let me know. What are you guys going to do with yourselves with this suspension of rugby league in the country? I was seeing on social media as well news about a 45-year-old male who entered the country, has tested positive for COVID-19. And just to have a look at the QRL website as well, as I already stated, unfortunately that is not going ahead. But believe it or not, NRL round 2 is going ahead. So if there's a silver lining to all of this weekend is going to be your last opportunity, I think, personally, to watch rugby league in the NRL. I can't see it continuing to round 3. I could be wrong, but I just think the way that the coronavirus itself is developing in Australia, it is getting more prevalent here, and we don't want a situation like what's happening in Europe. So if you guys have got the weekend off, and if you're anywhere near a TV in Papua New Guinea, make sure you get out and support your NRL team this weekend, starting, of course, with the games tomorrow, Thursday. Make sure you stay safe, guys, and if you are going out in the public, make sure you start to listen to a lot of the public health information. I know in PNG, especially with our markets and the selling of buai and chewing a betel nut, people are going to be mixing amongst each other, and as a culture, we do like to touch and shake hands, and I can't remember the last time in PNG where you wouldn't shake someone's hand. And that leads me on to this video from the health minister that I was watching. And I think, look, as much as it's simple advice, I think it's important that people realize, especially those that don't have access to the news, please tell your family and your loved ones. I know I will be telling my family members in New Ireland, in Papua New Guinea, to make sure that you stay safe, make sure that you wash your hands and do all these right things. And I think this is an important message.
Good day,
Hey.
people Papua New Guinea. Me health minister bla.
Okay.
Me la kam na tok sa sol o se me gat sampla lik tips lo tok mi lo how lo ba even in a contract this like COVID-19.
Go on, me on me person.
Yes, prevention exercise of man will use him.
Yes.
One time before you kakai, you wash him hand.
Yep.
After you kakai, you wash him hand. Suppose you go to toilet, you finish, you wash him hand.
What's your man?
All the time, hand blue must clean. Suppose you go out, you meet him on man, then you shake hands with him on man. Time na no can walk him this la. You got not a way to talk hello old man. Okay, you can wave from all, or you can put him hand go some soul talk hello. This the kind of something you can walk him. Now suppose you go to a public area, please, all man boom boom number there, no can stop close to long all. Suppose this la COVID-19 and come up with plus blue you me, and by spread. Suppose you mean controllable hygienic ways blue you me. So this like important message me salim to come you blog please, harem tok blue me, na walk him this la kind walk so by you can contain him, na prevent him this la COVID-19 it come up with Papua New Guinea. Take it through Laharami.
Yes, and I would second that. Simple message, guys. Get the information out there. We want Papua New Guinea to be safe, and we know that the health service in Papua New Guinea is not the best, So we want to make sure that everyone stays safe. So make sure you listen to that very important message. Other than that, guys, keep checking back on the channel for some more videos coming up shortly. Obviously, we've got round 2 of the NRL to look forward to. Sadly, as I said, the PNG Hunters season for the time being is over because of coronavirus. All Queensland Cup QRL games have been postponed until June the 5th. And I hope the PNG Hunters, I'm assuming that they're going to fly back to PNG shortly. They did stay in the country momentarily to try and see if they could play the round 2 game in Australia. And that's not going to be happening now. It also begs the question mark, if coronavirus does end up spreading to Papua New Guinea. The NRL were talking about hosting some games up in Port Moresby. Obviously, there'd be some doubt cast on that at the moment if that was to be the case. But let's stay positive, Papua New Guinea. Let's stay strong, and let's make sure that we do all the right things in relation to coronavirus. And if you're a praying people, get on your hands and knees and pray and for the security and safety of Papua New Guinea and all your loved ones in this difficult time for everyone in the world. And stay blessed.